Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okon here in the United Kingdom. This is the very first live streaming in this situation on this facility on the YouTube channel. This YouTube channel was created on the early dates of December. December 2022. It was created actually in 2012, and the YouTube remain dominant, meaning there was no activity taking place there. There was no, apparently, no recorded video in, and so nobody viewed anything because there was nothing to view. There being no content, the platform was there, but the content was missing because it wasn't created. Goes to show that when you are planning to do something, unless you actually do it, there is no movement, there is no success. So the success story of this channel only began when as a content creator, began to create content by actually creating videos and posting on the YouTube channel, and it was extremely exciting to see the very first viewer of this material posted on my YouTube channel. The very first time I show somebody watching my video, it was recorded that a view taken place of my video. I was so excited. This was way back 2 years ago now in December this year, because I began doing something on in December 2022, coming to 2 years now. It has been a very exciting experience, learning experience as well. Our YouTube platform is amazing, and it's a great opportunity for everyone in the modern age, especially for young people who, from time to time, will, in one way or the other, be accessing this facility. There are the concept of user and also the practice of usership, which accompanies this great platform. So my gratitude to YouTube channel, and also for the billions accessing the service at any one point. I think monthly should think so, and you can imagine, hundreds of millions of people every day. If my if my statistics is correct, if the information is correct, you can check online quickly how many people use YouTube platform, or on a daily, or on a monthly, or on a yearly basis. The information is there. We have arrived. We are on in the information age. So thank you so much, everyone who has attended or who is planning to attend this live streaming. This is the very first live streaming since this video has been created. It was supposed to be streamed 2 days ago, but I could not even get the fundamentals right, so to speak. I couldn't actually access the space to host the material. I tested yesterday, and that's why today I was able to access to, because as soon as it was 6:30, it went live, and I wasn't there 2 days ago. It was set. It was actually 5:30 2 days ago when I set it, and it went live. I tried to access, but I didn't know how to access it. It has been a learning experience. There is a lot of information. If you see the title of this video, it's about looking at YouTube rules, because you learn by experience, and especially the community guidelines, and also rules on copyrights and other things which affect users. Users are composed of people who actually work on the YouTube. They maybe are doing business there. Some of them maybe are investors. Maybe they are partnering with YouTube in some way. All this information are on the platform for everyone who is interested. Social media is a growth facility. replacing the new media like the BBC in the United Kingdom, CNN in America. All the main media is now accessing social media, especially YouTube, and therefore it is very relevant for you as a participant, especially young people. Actually, if you are 13 years, you are allowed even to create your own channel and content. And to create a channel, you don't really necessarily need to create a channel to use to enhance your uses of the platform, but you gain advantages when you have a YouTube channel. Like you can create content, you can create upload YouTube's, and you can also do many things when you have a channel. But you can actually use it in some other ways. And for me personally, being a content creator, I spoke to a friend who is a big YouTuber in one part of Africa, and I was seeking to do something known as collaboration. I'll leave a comment below. If you come, we are zero. We have 2 likes. I'm so grateful for the people who actually have been champions. Some people joined me on the testing yesterday because that I invited some people to join me during the testing when I was trying to enhance a few things. There are still this is work in progress. I still need to know how to adequately manage this platform as well as possible. And also there are some function here that I try to see its normal function is now at a normal mode. And you see this dream. I had leave a comment below if you think dream is okay. Let us try dream and see how it works. And after some time, this function begin to operate. You are warmly welcome to live chat. And also, if you're leaving a comment, be nice about how you make comments. Leave a comment yourself if you come. Right now, we have 0 people. My expectation has been moderate. Yesterday, when we were doing testing, we had 7 people coming. That was so special. There was I think a lady or a gentleman. I can't really tell because you cannot see your pictures. You may see my picture, but I always see that you are there as a number. But if you leave a comment, then I see your name and your visibility becomes more pronounced. Otherwise, I see numbers on people kept coming and go leaving, which is the nature problem of the thing involved. We are 8 minutes now into this live streaming. It was advertised up to a point because my expectation has been moderate. But I was so excited yesterday receiving the very first participant. This is intended for time in the United Kingdom. In other parts, they are probably still behind. In other parts, they are probably very late now. In parts, perhaps also in Africa. But and if you are lucky, if you are happy to join, then you will have joined. You are going to join. We are still here, and we'll be talking about rules, because I find that the rules are extremely important for me in particular as a content creator, but also important generally as a mode of experience, because the rule you find on a YouTube channel, the rule you find here is actually similar to rules everywhere. Life is full of rules. Even in homes, if you are a parent with children, you set rules. These rules are one way or the other is consistent with state rule, which is the law, and also some instruments of how the government also operate systems. Or got one, got one member today. Yesterday we had 7. Today we have 1 already. You're warmly welcome to the very first official live streaming in the history of this channel. We started 2 years ago, and you are the first one. I can see you, but if you leave a comment below, then I will see your name and probably also part of your images. You're warmly welcome. and you have left, which is good. You're warmly welcome. You are the first. Somebody came and left, which is quite exciting. Every time you see somebody coming in and out, or even coming in and staying and leaving a comment, they are so. It's very exciting because this is the very first. And as I have said, and I'm so happy that there is some element of visibility, because the thing about science on this platform, especially science involving the YouTube channel, in terms of visibility, you actually are seen. As such, if the bigger you are, the more visible. But I don't know all the factors leading to visibility. But leave a comment below if you are open to join later or to join some other time. Leave a comment below, let me know what are the factors producing visibility, because on the social media, especially YouTube, you are to be visible, and also enjoying yourself or not enjoying yourself. One way or the other, you have to be visible. And it's so important that you are visible, and size matters. That's why I've been thinking to try to collaborate with bigger and perhaps better YouTubers. I've been talking to individuals. I had the privilege to have their private contacts. One way or the other, hopefully, they will commit to what they have said. We will be partnering. If you are a small YouTuber, in any collaboration, you gain more than actually them gaining. So there is the incentivizing is quite strict, and sometimes people really may or may not really. So my friend, who is a rather big, is a fairly big YouTuber, advised me in one way or the other to collaborate with him, and also I sent him to people I know he knows to kind of join the team. So of course it's better together and stronger also and more effective, but especially if we help each other out in one way or the other, sharing ideas and learning even things, technical aspect of YouTubing, and improving performance, improving on the content, which is really extremely important. Let me just check quickly what other function, if I can. And that was a dream. This is Glamour. Let us see Glamour. Whatever it is, leave a comment below. Welcome to live chat, and also leave comment. And I'm so excited. But in terms of privacy setting, I'm not sure if it is public. I believe it might be, because it has visibility. Because if it has visibility, then so it means people are able to see us as of necessity, as of need. And I'm so grateful. So because we are only very few, so although we are talking about where the title was about looking at rules, because I've already created another video which I'll post. I cannot do premiering because my channel is still small, so I will just post it when I finish this process. I'm going to post it, and then and then see how we move forward, because I want to do a fairly, I would say a study. I just need to read and understand as much as possible the rules, because we talk about terms, privacy, policy, and safety. Terms, privacy, policy, and safety. How YouTube works. So testing new features. Some there's so if you have I think if you are to use YouTube, I don't know, but I will find out. And also you try to find out how you can use YouTube facilities, and find out if you can access a YouTube platform if you don't have a Google account. But specifically it says here that you probably need, because I have to be clear, I'm not really clear, probably need a Google account. Leave a comment below if you are lucky enough to see this material, because this, after the live streaming, we are going to be saved on the system, so you can still see it later if you happened to stumble on it. One person came today, just for the record. I'm so excited just one person came because yesterday on testing, uh, 7 people came and I was so excited. The first person to come yesterday was somebody from Singapore. So Singapore, you are really rocking. You rock Singapore because you are the first to visit me on a live stream. You asked a son or a daughter who yesterday, his or her name, I wouldn't know the sex. His or her name was called Fat, which is Fart. Fart was the first, very, very, very first individual accessing my live streaming, which was for testing. There's another lady or gentleman accessing now. You're warmly welcome. And a lady and gentleman accessing quickly, also living, which is interesting because you see sometimes people seeing that there's nobody and I'm talking to myself, they feel weird probably. Also, probably it's feeling that nothing of interest is happening here, because we are humans. We all behave in special ways. There are 2 likes, which is a bonus. I'm so grateful, and is the first experience for the official live streaming. Yesterday, as such, I did a testing. I got 7 people visiting actually the space, which is so happy. I was so happy that somebody actually came to my first live streaming in the history of this channel, and this is something to remember. We got somebody from Singapore yesterday, the first person, and I think he or she said, "Wow!" I said, "You're the first to arrive to ever see like me live streaming in the history of this." And he said, "Wow!" But I think he was agreeing with me on a certain point on rules, rules of law and policy, rules of policy in countries. I will also try to make comments on the global economic systems like capitalism, and also the politics to go with it. I was trying to make a comment to say that this was the actually part of the genesis of my YouTube content, because I've been talking about policy. What actually triggered that was talking about the cost of living crisis, which I will continue to talk about. Our main also endeavor to link this live streaming. If not this live streaming, then my speaking on policies on the YouTube channel, which I have chosen so to do. Going forward, this video, after finishing from here, I will proceed to do the video and finish it, and also post it as a normal video. If you're lucky, then you will see we are very, very small, and so we have a very low level of viewership. As you can see, I've been speaking now close to 20 minutes. It's actually 18 minutes. 2 people, I would say 2 people maybe came very briefly and left, and which is okay. And I'm happy you came. I'm happy you left. As long as you're happy, that is fine. I wish you could have stayed. I wish people would be coming more and staying for longer. And also probably leaving comments. Leaving comments is so exciting because when they leave comments, I then get to see who they are and also engage with them a bit more. But that is for the future. Everything as the beginning, and this is not the end. And this program is not the end until there are changes. My intention is to remain and focus, because YouTube project, as this is the YouTube project, is helping me in different ways. I've seen changes in individuals coming from nowhere, knowing nothing, but being building the self-confidence, gaining information. There are people who probably didn't know much, but you see, this platform has really helped to change their story, to change their lives, to build them up as individuals, to change their prospects, and that's what I value. That's what I actually expect. That's what why I value YouTube platform very much, and also that's why I am determined to. I did a course on one issue because I have about 300 videos. One of my videos got into trouble with the authorities. I was given a warning. That is the first step for disciplinary process. So the warning stays, but if I didn't really know, but if you do a training, then it's removed within 3 months, then you start all over the way, all over again. So I am now determined to master, to learn, because you are on your own sometimes if you're a YouTuber, if you're on YouTube also, because the information is there, but you raise your responsibility to access the information and also learn it. It's so important for you to do that, especially if your YouTube is big or but also when it's small. Let us look at Beam to see how it looks like. This is Beam and an enhancing tool. And you comment below, let me know what you think about Beam. Welcome to live chat. The very first one. These has changed also how the image look, because these are function features are found on this screen, which helps to, you play around with it, but nothing much else. This is basic, and part because of the size of my channel also, I'm not sure, but I'm happy with the image, with the quality of the content. It's actually better than yesterday, which was the very first material. I hope going forward is going to really be as good as this. This is enough for me as a quality coming from live streaming. My reservation is that I wish there were more people, but you win some, some. In this case, two people actually came and stayed briefly and left. And that's the nature of YouTube. People are always looking around to see what is happening. Normally, when I will have to check the nature of visibility, because sometimes this is private, then it's locked from the public, they don't see it. And I have to really double check on that setting. Sometimes, it's just random, because it shows public in the setting. I actually set it on public. But sometimes when this finishes, then it is showing as, when I'm editing, it's showing as private. So it's like the system work, but I really feel maybe I should do something more to provide more visibility, as in showing the video, because I advertised this, I think 2 days ago. But out of curiosity yesterday, I decided to follow it up by doing a test, so could say a mock, streaming, because I schedule, you can schedule a thing for about 5 minutes, then you wait, and then it comes live. What I wanted to do was to learn how to access the host, which I practiced a couple of times, deleting some of the material, but one of the material remained. And I was so lucky. 7 people actually attended, and it was so exciting. I was so excited indeed. And right now, it's a case of waiting. Waiting. People coming. Let me just check this. And there's Beam. There is 8mm. I don't know what 8mm is. I'll give it a try. And welcome to live chat and my YouTube channel. This is the very first, and this is supposed to be 8mm. I don't know. Leave a comment below if you are lucky or unlucky. Always lucky to visit, to appear on this channel, and lucky coming and hopefully also staying for longer, and also hopefully engaging. It's so alive, live chat become alive when people join like I experienced yesterday. I was so lucky yesterday because we were, I think, probably earlier yesterday. I think we were. I can't remember what time, but I was we are much earlier than this. Today is Friday, and we are now coming to. We're not approaching 9 o'clock. We are 30 minutes into this day. I think perhaps I actually live stream too late. But 6 o'clock is not too late. 6:30. It's not coming to 7 o'clock. In the United Kingdom, perhaps the time may vary somewhere because my main audience are actually in the UK. That's why I set the time to favor the people in the UK. And also, the second largest audience are actually America, United States of America, and the rest of the people around the world. And and um, and this is live stream over from London, the United Kingdom, and so excited being here by myself. A couple of people came briefly and left. That is exciting enough. They are warmly welcome to come. They are warmly welcome again and again and again. And I think they were just passing by, and they probably saw me. The idea that they saw me to join in the first instance, I'm so happy about that because it tells me that I can be seen. I'm visible. There's a sense of visibility because sometimes you kind of like um you 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 you're talking here and you're also you're posting to kind of like invite people and they're not seeing it and you don't really know how to check because this is relatively new. This is it's a second, but the last yesterday was actually testing. So today is the official day, which I am so excited about. There are 2 likes, which is a bonus, which you don't really normally find. And I wish those people who came stayed for longer, but there is always a second time. Let us look at another feature to see there is 8 millimeter, whatever it is, there is dawn, it's in the morning. How does it look like? Welcome to live chat and also so good to see you and also leave a comment below if you come today or come another day to see this video because this video will be recorded, will be saved on the system and you will always watch it if you are lucky enough to come on to because the yesterday one I had 11 views for my channel. It's not too bad because see my channel is so small, and that's why I'm doing live streaming to try and see how it can maybe reactivate my channel. But I think maybe the warning given to me has affected my visibility somehow. I don't think YouTube. I don't know. Maybe YouTube is not no longer recommending my channel because I don't even see adverts on my video. The video has really gone down. Maybe because of the warning, but because I did a test about a training for the offense for the warning is going to expire. The warning is going to expire in 3 months. That is somewhere in November. So between now and then, I will be putting my head down to learn more about the rule. I don't want to fall foul of any rules in my life because everywhere you go, if you are working for a living, if you are doing a private business, there are always rules. Compliance is extremely important. Even in the jungle, there are rules. There are jungle rules. If you don't follow, you're going to be eaten by other predators. Even if you are a predator, you can you can be eaten by other animals, or you can be attacked or killed. In the jungle, even they have jungle rules. So there are rules everywhere. Therefore, it's only natural that um, YouTube was going to introduce rules. Let me just look through some of the rules, if I may. Let's talk about copyright. You can, you can contact us, creators, advertise, developer, also talk about copyright and things like that. So terms, privacy policy, safety, YouTube, work, test, and features. Let me just click here and also go through with you. Aside, we are looking at privacy policy. We talk about introduction. We talk about privacy policy. Let's look at overview. Why should we talk about privacy policy? Let's look at the overview. Overview. Talk about privacy and privacy terms of service. I like that. Privacy policy. It appears to me that when you are operating on the platform, privacy policy is really important. Explain what information we collect. So YouTube collect information. So I also explain what information they collect and why they collect. This is actually GDPR, I think, on this media platform. Leave a comment below if you know. I think or two on GDPR and why they collect it, what information they collect, and why they collect the information and how use it. This is a typical one person online. Leave a comment below if you just join. You're woman welcome. This is an official YouTube live. This is the first, and you are also the first on the record of this channel. You they left again, which is really good and not very good because I expect them to say, but it's good because it means they are seeing me being visible. I was talking about privacy terms of service, which YouTube actually does, and also how they use it and how to review and update it. And that is information. There is or in privacy. There's terms of service. I like terms of service. Describe the rules you agree to when using our services. So when you join YouTube, you are agreeing to their terms of service, and also which is if you use it, and it's best to really you know read. You can read the terms of service, and which is what I've already said. And also about reading also privacy policy. This is an overview of what it is about in terms of the infrastructure, which is I believe it is really helpful. Talk about privacy and also in terms, and also you talk about Google Safety Center. You also talk about Google accounts. This is a broad Google stuff. So talk about privacy and security principles, and the sky is the limit. So Google Product Privacy Guide, and it's a lot about privacy. Really, you talk about product and and something like that is really exciting. So as you know, look at overview and there's privacy terms of service. Look about technology. Probably you talk about products, Google product, which is really Google products. You talk about technology, which is really something I paid attention. I begin to pay attention in how they function because this information is public. The has its own rules about how we use it, and so for me, because I just look through it and explain it, and if you come below, if you know specific way or special way to use certain information to do with the so your privacy and things like that. Going back and in talk of privacy, terms of service, and go out, search. Um, Very exciting standard things. So-called privacy, which is what everybody should know in their life. Probably if you work for a living, or if you're a professional or a functionary, then you probably are familiar with the GDPR rules. And if you go back and click on at the top of the screen when you are on a YouTube platform, at the top of the screen on the left, then you click. There are 3 horizontal lines, which you click, and then it lists home, charts, subscription. On my screen, these are look probably similar to yours. If you're trying to look for information, channel history, playlist, videos, how you watch, like whatever, and then subscription. Also, these are people you subscribe to. If you have subscribed to people, these shows, and you can show more. You can also look at music, movies, live streaming, gaming, and all that. But I'm interested in when you scroll to the bottom, then look at policy and safety. Uh, let me look things about copyright. Just click at the top. So you find that everything you need to create on YouTube. This is content creator, which is what I like. And it seems to be that these things keep changing because I see that it keeps changing all the time. Leave a comment below if you have been using this information system, features, and they are functioning. Uh, um, and let me just try here again. Let me see. Community guidelines. This is amazing. So there are. I see what is happening. Yeah, I see what is happening. Communities, community guidelines. So the community guidelines for me is the most important, which are going forward I'll be talking about because which is really really important because if you break community guideline rules as a content creator or some other user type of user. So we talk about developing community guidelines, enforcing community guidelines, and also detecting violations, allowing its content, education. I think documentary and scientific and, and artistic content. I think that is its. What I mean, and also taking action on violations. This taking action is the part we don't like. All the others are actually good because their guidelines they help to support the smooth operation of the platform, which is confident building in terms of the facility. So let's go back then and see what is there, and just by way of practice, because like I said, this is the very first. And if you see my what I actually said to you, you came and a few came, 3 people now came and went out almost immediately, which is okay. And because people are when you come, they are the only people on the space. And they why we must say they get, I don't know how they're feeling. Leave a comment below if how you feel. If you go to live streaming, you find you're the only one there because this is the first, and people coming in and out, which is very nice. I'm so happy. But yesterday was more robust, was more exciting. People were coming like and staying. At any one point, we had about 4 people. At any one point, a few came and went. But at the end of the program, we found there were 7 in total accessing and also, in a sense, maybe it's leaving or doing what. So let's look at I don't even know doku. I think they talk about documentary, perhaps. Um, Welcome to live chat to my YouTube channel. We are here, and this is how it looks. This is looking really interesting. If you like this kind of thing, let me know. And I can't like myself, but if you come in, I'm desperate for any activity going on there. I probably like this, or probably I don't. Then there is sepia. Sepia is on the dark side, but it's quite nice. Actually, welcome to live chat again, and also brief instructions. You can learn more on how behaviors occur online. And these are different functions, really. And if you comment below if you like it, if you don't like it, and it's so nice. If you like it, it's nice. If you don't like it, probably nice as well. And as long as you know what you're doing. And also, let's see this. Let's see the other one. Silva. Silva. Welcome to live chat. This is the very first live chat. And so far, I think 3 people came in and left. 3 people is good. And we could have done more. We are about to finish. I'm about to stop the live streaming, and I'm so excited if you came. I'm so excited if you didn't come. And we are work in progress. This is the first we have done. Let us try to see YouTube works. There is terms of service. There's privacy. There is policy and safety. Let's look at policy and safety, community guideline, rules and policy, um, rules and policy, which is quite interesting. Then we go back again and see how it goes. Let us go back to Dawn. Dawn, I think. Let's look at Glamour. I like Glamour. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. You get this warning straight away, and it tells you the importance of community guidelines because we are a community, we are the people, and what we do and what we don't do, how we do it, our conduct, our behavior, determine our experience going forward. We will be doing more on these rules. Believe me or not, I'm determined more even to look at this rule more. Without privacy, let us look at terms, look at privacy, look at policy and safety, which community guidelines are the core. Let's talk about policy and safety. Let us look at how YouTube works and see. I wonder how YouTube works. Yeah. So community. This is good. This is good. This is good. Our community work is really, really important as far as I'm concerned. These are really, really supporting resources and safeguarding. Let me just run this through making YouTube safer, for example. So at the heart of our approach, this is YouTube. The 4 R's: remove content that violates our policy. This is the 4 R's. Remember them. Remove, reduce the spread of harmful misinformation and borderline material. Borderline material, I don't know what it is. Material which are not really materials, or who are actually almost offending. They are so close that they are almost, they can be construed as offending. Borderline material, and raise up authoritative resources for news and information and reward trusted creator. So you are, if you're a trusted creator, which you don't really do all the right thing to please YouTube, then they will reward you. It's open to suggestion what that may or may not mean. But it's probably obvious if you are trusted, if you work in the way you should work, then you're trusted, we are rewarded. I wish it's good, really good news. I mean, there are people who do all the good things with their life and they are not rewarded. So YouTube is going to reward you if you are a trusted content creator. And also raise up authoritative sources for news and information. You talk about news and information which are authoritative, which is important. Our authority is very important in life because it doesn't matter how right or truthful you are. If you are not authoritative, if you are not allowed to speak with authority, I mean, you have to be qualified, you have to be accredited. That's what it means. It doesn't matter how much you know something, you need to have some kind of authentication. Somebody has to, recommend that you are the voice, you are to be listened to. You talk about news and information. And when there is an authority, it means it is backed. There is evidence. There is You say something and you provide evidence. That's what authority means. But then again, you can argue your case. But as far as YouTube is concerned, you are authoritative. You are happy. You raise up authoritative sources for news and information. That is really good, because if you can find it uh, being, with authority on YouTube, then you can use it without losing it. We have different elements: managing harmful content, preventing bias. I don't know what bias means. I mean, you have to be objective. You have to be balancing. It's about justice and fairness. That's what bias. You have to be really objective and fair, and also and supportive. I would say, supportive of what is true, what is authoritative, what is factual, what is acceptable. So fighting misinformation is a very subtle concept, because you say something innocently, YouTube will say you are promoting misinformation and you don't even know it. So this is a very precarious aspect of the service of YouTube channel, because people, it's a taking time bomb, because a lot of people, ordinary people using YouTube, will almost inevitably fall foul of all these rules. And there is no escaping the fact that if you are not supported effectively long term, if YouTube begin to implement these rules rigorously, nobody will remain as a user. We will go back to square one, to the age where only the elites, people who have access to experts, to authoritative voice, as in people who are qualified to speak in this world. If the government says you are qualified, if the university say, which is part of the government, you are qualified, if institute say you are qualified, somebody in power in government must vet that you should be the voice to speak. We're going back to normal, and this is something people should really keep attention to. We talk of freedom of speech, which we enjoy to a point, but when you look at the law and the rules as stringent as you find in every quarter of society, especially in the one of the biggest platforms such as YouTube, you see it, freedom of speech is superficial, because if you have money, if you have power, you are free to speak. If you are somebody like me, like the people now working to, to help this platform grow, there will come a time they will all be kicked out when the channel has matured, when it is performing the way the creators want, because of these rules. It's as much as they are necessary. And I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about every section of society involving rules. Because if you have money, if you are wealthy, and you have access to consultants, to people who are expert, then you will be able to use YouTube or any other platform in the world. Right now, it's a case of luck. My message to ordinary people of the world: use social media well in lasts. With these kind of rules, it is a temporary situation that people like ordinary people, maybe the 90% of the population, will not use YouTube. And this is a situation not just on YouTube, everywhere in society. And I have to say this because the common law, you are here, but we are now 50 minutes, and also 49 minutes. At 50 minutes, we are getting out of this place. And thank you so much, everybody who have been so fighting misinformation, curbing extremist content, and they decide what extremist content is. We don't know, because we are learners. But do your best, do your learning while it lasts, because time is running out. Starting up to 8, they decide, they define it. If you know it or you don't know it, that's your problem. You are supposed to do independent learning if you don't have money. If you want to be on YouTube, do independent learning, follow this information, understand it, as accurate as possible. I don't know. I don't see how that is going to happen in the long term. Maybe in the next 10 years or 20 years or 50 years, YouTube will be for the elites, like everything else in society. Even the car we drive today, in about 100 years, somebody will build a car for 10 million pounds. One car for 10 million. That means if you have 10 million, you will buy the car. That means if you are somebody who buys a new car for maybe 40,000, are you going to buy a car which is 10 million pounds? That is the future. That's the future of capitalism, the future of the market system. That's what is going to happen. I'm not a prophet. Leave a comment below and let me know your thought about three people came today, which is very, very exciting, which is, but also has been a lonely space. And I've stood my ground. I've always been here speaking. And we're looking at this exciting, so fostering youth safety. If you are youth, YouTube is here to provide safety, so sharing revenue. That if you grow to the point of of you know, a point where you can be, you can be of use, more use, then you begin to supporting political integrity. I don't know what that is mean, but integrity, political integrity. If you have political views and all that, so you are supported in terms of your political integrity. These are all technical areas, in my opinion, anyway. Leave a comment below, which you need to understand what it really means. If you are going to support political integrity on this, that is their commitment, protecting user data. So, things like GDPR, safeguarding copyright. Copyright is a nightmare to content creators, small ones, because they don't have the capacity to agree with other content creators, like music, like other facilities. So they just duck and dive all the time, which is something we need to be aware of. Promoting digital well-being. Digital well-being is really cool because you see, you talk about the digital age. I spoke about it earlier, and I was going through this quickly, and also, just appreciating the wealth of information, user settings, rules, policy, product features, YouTube search, recommended videos, news. And I don't think my video is being recommended by YouTube. That's why probably it has almost stopped. News and information, monetization for creators, YouTube Live. These are product features, user settings, privacy controls, ad settings, parental control, autoplay, rules and policies overview or community guidelines, like I said, copyright, monetization policy, legal removals. Legal removals. I know roughly what legal removal mean is, but right now I wouldn't talk about it because I'm not very sure. So we'll talk about progress and impact, etc., etc. So far, so good. I'm so happy that you people came, and I'm also happy that you did not come, because it shows to me where we are with this process. What more we need to do to attract more people, and we have our work cut out. But I'm so appreciative. See you sooner or later. Thank you. Bye bye.